in the middle of recording something. Can you please call back?
Can you pause it?
How am I gonna pause a live video? What do you mean?
What you mean a live video? You record videos, nigga.
I'm recording. I will call you back.
Alright.
Hey, yo.
What's good, y'all, man? I'm back with another video. Obviously, I got somebody with me. It's my teammate out here in Chile. His name is J Hook.
Yeah, man.
Introduce yourself to the community, man. Let them know.
Put y'all on a little something. J Hook. I was born in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, East Coast. Family moved to Waco, Texas, so I'm out of Waco, Texas right now.
More or less, you know what I'm saying? It's the new year. We just crossed over. It's literally January 1st. I got to experience it with bro. He's my new roommate. The last roommate I had, he actually had some family issues, man. My prayers go out to him. So he had to go, but they brought in another guy who can kind of shoot, kind of hoop. He alright, I guess. He's alright. We was all kind of trash last game, but he was a little bit more trashier than everybody else. You know what I mean? But, January 1st, 2018, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a long year. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole 365 days. Wrap your mind around that. No, but I mean, we were kind of talking earlier today. I just decided to add him into this video because, he's experienced some things in his life that, some people didn't make it out of. You know what I'm saying? He was involved with Katrina. He went to Tulane. Obviously, you see on his shirt. He's come through a lot. So, I wanted to get his input on his 2017. And also what he looks forward to in the 2018, along with mine. It's my video, so you're not gonna be on here talking. I'm not talking. See, like I said, he's gonna be experiencing that because he's next up to get married. You know what I mean? You gonna shout her out or you gonna?
Shout out to my girl, man, my baby, Paige Llewellyn, straight out of Vancouver, Canada. Just an amazing person, man. Just an amazing person. If someone told me that I was going to be married at 25, I'll be 25 in August. Turn 25 in July, but we get married in August. But if somebody was telling me I was getting married then, bro, I would have said, nah, y'all tripping. Exactly. But when that person comes along and you have no choice but to love that person, man, and everything that comes with it, and you can't really fight what God has planned, man. It just happened. And so, shout out goes to her and her fam, and my family, of course, but love you.
Right. And, that goes along with his 2017, you know what I'm saying? He got engaged.
Yeah.
It was just a multitude of blessings in 2017.
For sure.
Earlier in this, in my vlog series, I was talking about a job opportunity that was this close to coming to fruition, but it didn't. And that opportunity was the NBA G League. I was at the front door. I was 2 weeks away from training camp, and then some complications came up, and it didn't happen. You know what I mean? But it opened the door for me to come here. Eventually, I learned some things in that process. So I'm an optimistic person. I know in the last video I seemed kind of gloomy. I was talking about the bad days, but I don't have many of those. For the most part, I try to keep myself, glass half full mentality. So there was so many blessings in 2017. I found out I'm having a baby girl, which is crazy. I already have a son. He's turning 4 next month.
Little Devon.
4-year-old, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he's 17. Man. All he talked about every day is dunking on me. My wife, she graduated from UC for the 3rd time. She got her 3rd degree under 25. She's 24. She just turned 24 on, the 31st. I'm sorry. She's a New Year's Eve baby. But, what I'm saying? That's a blessing. She's a daily inspiration of how to, progress through the tedious times. You know what I'm saying? What was your degree in college?
Communications.
Oh, yeah, he one of those.
Yeah.
That's about general education. That's about general education.
Hey, not at Tulane.
Just her going through that whole college experience through those years, having to, balance being a mother, a wife, and a student all at one time while dealing with everything that was going on with me is amazing. You know what I mean? Women, man, my hat goes off to y'all, bro. Honestly, mothers, sisters, aunties, all that, bro. Y'all do so much for, families that no one will ever know. I've met his mom on FaceTime a few times. She seemed like a wonderful woman. We talked about it a few times. It's just like women in general, y'all got a different set of strength that men don't have.
For sure. I think, I mean, every day, I probably talk to my mom once a day, man. We have such a bond because we went through everything together. You know, when I was younger, I had my father. We had a complete family. I think we had 3 siblings total. You know, my mom and my dad, and we went through that situation thinking everything was good, and you know, some things happened, and to see how my mom came out of that, and you know, she never looked back once. She never was negative. She never had a negative attitude and a very positive outlook on life, and I think that's the main thing that stuck with me and why I am how I am today. Is how she looked at everything and knew that God was going to take care of it. And, you know, with everything, I might, even to this day, I still have doubts, you know, I think, is this going to happen or is this going to happen? She always keeps me humble and says, you know, everything is going to take care of itself. Yep. I even had questions when I proposed to my fiance this past summer, you know, was everything going to work out? Are we good after the wedding and all that stuff? And really, after doing the numbers, everything's gonna be fine and and all of that. But there's just something about, you know, my mom, and she just keeps everything at bay and make sure we're good. And it's just amazing, man, to see how. And she's been doing it for years. She's been like this since she was little. But just kudos to people like that, man.
There's no shade on the dads out there.
Yeah.
No shade on the dads out there, because we definitely, you know, the dads are a rare breed. You know what I'm saying? There's honestly, especially in the black community. You know what I'm saying? My dad didn't know his dad, so he made an extra effort to put his fingerprint on all his children. You know what I mean? So I made sure when it came time for me to be a father, I used those same lessons my dad taught me. My mom, of course, was an influence on me as well. She was a hardworking woman. The moms, the women, hats off to you. So, you know, my basketball journey, I went from Canada to China to, you know, almost the G League to here. You feel me? Almost around the world, basically around the world, from Canada to China to Chile, you know what I mean? So he's actually been here before. He played here, 2015, 16?
Yeah, 2015-16 season. It was nice to come back and, you know, experience a different situation, different team, different city. But I think 2017 was probably, I want to say 2017 was the toughest year for me because I had to overcome you know, different ages and different injuries here and there, and just things that made me almost stop playing basketball.
Bro, stuff that I be talking about. That's the stuff I be talking about here. So, like I said, I be trying to tell people, like, it's not all peaches and cream. You have a lot that you have to think about. There's a lot of mental. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like just being able to overcome, like being back here. I knew this was supposed to happen. This opportunity. I knew I was supposed to meet this dude right here. I knew I was, you know, supposed to play again. Everything happened for a reason, and whenever you doubt, whenever you think about, you know, what's going on or whatever situation you're in and how it looks, you know, you can never really, once you're away from the situation, that's when you really recognize what actually happened. Right. And even though I'm going through it right now, I still kind of see the picture better. Like, you know, I almost gave up.
The elephant effect.
Man,
you know,
that's exactly right, man.
When you stand too close to an elephant, you can't see the whole elephant. You just see the skin. But when you take a few steps back, you see the whole elephant. Shout out Dave Chappelle. This community has been with me since, you know, earlier this summer. I started this just basically to express how, you know, an athlete's journey is when it's not high school, college, NBA. You know what I mean? I want people to understand that there's a majority of athletes that are still professional, still making disgusting amount of money. You know, it's not even about money, but it's just like, if it ain't the NBA, people believe if it ain't the NBA, it ain't nothing, and that's not the truth. You know, there's NBA people that play around the world. There's the next country over is Argentina, and there's NBA players in that league right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to get the misconception that if you're not in the league, you're not doing anything, because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, there's opportunities for people that they don't really explore because they feel like lessening themselves. Yeah. You know what I mean? So 2017 taught me a lot about that, man. Just understanding every walk of life. And shout out to the guys I know in the D League, right? The Jamel Morris, Cam Vine. Shout out to y'all, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying, I had a couple dudes go from overseas jobs like Italy. Jamel was in Italy. I believe Cam was in Spain. Okay. And they came back home. You know, did the whole summer thing. Nothing really came to fruition like how they wanted. Last minute, they just decided to try the D League circuit. And Jamel's playing now. He's starting. Cam, he made it to like the last cut. And you know, just how the D League works. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't make it. He's one of the most skilled, you know, defensive guards. Can shoot the ball, athletic. You know, he bounced back from an ACL tear early in his career. So you know, shout out to them dudes for doing what I obviously couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So
that's kind of you know, I beat myself up a lot. I mean, athletes do that a lot though. They put a lot of pressure on themselves even with all the pressure around them already. But I know for this year, my thing was trying to get back and go to the G League and stuff. And with the main Red Claws, and I went up there, worked out, didn't miss. Went up there, really went hard. And they told me they were going to draft me and all that stuff. And then things ended up happening that I didn't really know about. And so I ended up not getting drafted. And I thought it was it. I thought it was done. And this is, it hit me, but after, I would say a week, man, after I recognized, like, man, that's just not the timing. Like, it's not to say it's not going to happen. That's just not the time that God had planned for me. That's not the time that it was supposed to happen. So after that, I kind of got myself back on my feet and then got back right. So, you know, I'm where I'm supposed to be at all times.
You can't control if the Red Claws are going to draft you. The things that happened with me in the G League, I couldn't control. It was out of my hands. You know, I skipped the tryout process. They wanted me straight to training camp. You know what I'm saying? So in that same vein of we want you to come to training camp, 2 weeks later, you know, things fell apart. That's things I can't control. You know what I mean? So end of the day, I give God the glory in every aspect every day, because honestly, there's people, like I said in the last video, there's people that are doing what they have to do, not what they want to do. End of the day, there's places that people have on their bucket list that I've been in a year. You know what I mean? I walked the Great Wall of China. You know what I'm saying? We just came from eating at a restaurant in South America. You feel me? Like, but it's a blessing. So, you know what I mean? 2017's been good to me, man. Like I said, I'm not on that new year, new me wave, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody who is, because honestly, there's people, as much as I see on social media, people saying like, oh, that's trash. There are honestly people who take that stance and be serious about it. Like, no, last year, there were some things I didn't like. So this year I'm gonna take a stand and change them. They honestly change them. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. If that's the stance you want to take, if that's what you want to do it, bro. Right. Honestly, me, that's not my mentality. New year, new me. My mentality is a rededication and refocus to the values that I hold high. You know, my mental health, my soul, my spirituality. Like cultivating and growing in those areas is really what I'm focused on, especially in this first month. So as far as resolutions, that's not really my way, but I definitely believe in setting goals for the year and things like that. And I believe, like I said, those people who decided to take that stand and are holding on to it, I commend y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You know, if somebody does something different than you or whatever, you know, it's not our place to nitpick and say, oh, that's not what you're supposed to do. No. You have to. Everybody runs their own lane, and everybody needs to do what they need to do to make themselves happy inside, and you know, to follow their own path. They're taking that next step to say, okay, this is what I need to focus on. This is what I need to do, and you know, and a lot of people don't even realize what they're doing wrong, and you know, that's the first step of, you know, just becoming a better person, is acknowledging your wrongs and acknowledging what you need to do to become the best person that you're supposed to be.
And as a friend around, if I hear you say like new year, new me, it's my job to help you achieve that goal.
Right, exactly.
It's people out that literally will see someone say that and instantly start hating, like, oh nah, they said that last year. Why would you be on that? Why would you not be like, you know what, bro, I'm about to help them achieve whatever. Maybe they don't want to drink, smoke. Yeah. Maybe they want to do something, work out, whatever. Why would you not do everything you can to help that person if you call yourself their friend? There's always going to be haters. But when someone posts that new year, new me status or whatever, that might just be a notice out to people like, yo, I might not be messing with you this year. Right. You feel me? Like, you might not be my homie no more. You know what I'm saying? Just because they see some things in themselves that don't agree with something that's going on in their environment, and they looking for change. You feel me? So shout out to those people as well, man.
Little recap of 2017, just getting engaged, man. It was, you know, a very unconventional relationship. She lives in Canada and I live in the States, and the way we met years ago, and you know, everything came to be how it was supposed to happen. We rekindled our relationship and just kind of, you know, it was supposed to be, and I knew it as soon as I got back knowing her, and in the summertime, it was just amazing, man. Took her to a restaurant. It was the timing of it. Everything was just supposed to happen how it was supposed to happen. And so this year we're actually getting married, 2018, and I'm looking forward to that. The planning is crazy, so don't let anybody tell you that it's not crazy, but it's crazy because you're not only dealing with people like yourselves that you're going to different vendors and stuff like that, but you're dealing with actual family members that's like, oh, like, what happened, like, you're making the right decision and all that stuff, and all of that stuff is just growing. I love growth, and so you growing with each other and growing in each other. You're growing with God, and just
like the Bible say, you leave your parents, you cleave to your wife, you become one. So
exactly.
That's time. That takes time.
Yeah. As long as you're with that person that you feel like you can do that with, man, you said. But I know I can do that with that little big heel.
If y'all keep wondering why I keep doing this, leaning up, extending my arm, my screen keep going to sleep. I gotta keep waking my camera up. You feel me? I'm leaning up like these, trying to make it happen. Like these. You know what I mean? And that's honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to make this like an hour-long video. You know what I mean? I just wanted to go in here and really just reflect myself on my last year. You know what I mean? And do it with somebody that I feel like has the same values and morals as me. We were just talking about how, like, it's crazy how God will put you in a position with somebody and you can kind of see a future with that person. Like, I can see myself being cool the same way men and women do it with their relationships. Like, oh, I can see myself possibly marrying this person. You're supposed to have that same foresight or internal vision with every relationship. You know what I mean? Every relationship has a reason and a purpose, and if you see your purpose with that person going longer than just the situation you're in or whatever, then you should do what you can to actually make it a real thing. You feel me? And this is a person I feel like I can see myself going a little bit farther in life and understanding and growing. He's another young, God-fearing man who's taking the initiative and getting married and things like that. Like,
iron sharpens iron.
You feel me? That's we weren't meant to go through this life by ourselves. Jesus had 12 homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, he rode with them all the time. Jesus could have did it by himself if he wanted to. Yeah. He kicked it with 12 dudes. You feel me? Told them, come on, man.
Just ride with me.
Come with me, man. Come kick it. You feel me? So, end of the day, man, I'm happy that I started my 2018 out. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say how I wanted to, because I would love to be with my family, my wife, my son, but at the same time with somebody who makes the transition a lot easier. It's a brand new start, man. There's a lot of people who didn't get to make it to see this year, man. One of my friends from high school passed recently. Rest in peace, Treese, man. A lot of love for him, but he didn't get to see this year, this day. So you have to give thanks for every day you have. You know what I mean? In this 2018 year. I'm just expecting more growth, more expansion for my family. My next move, basketball. I'm speaking my blessing to existence. Playing. You feel me? My next move gonna be my best move yet. You feel me? I'm gonna mess around and be where I want to be, basketball wise. You feel me? My family, we gonna be set. You feel me? Oh, yeah. This year's gonna be honestly one of the years. Everybody be like, oh, this is my year. No, it's not my year. This is our year. Yeah, man. The people with a mindset like me, this is our year. You know what I'm saying? To take the initiative and grow. You know what I mean? This is one of the best times to be alive, bro. Oh yeah. We're exposed to so much information, so much stuff.
It's so easy, so accessible, man.
You can grow so easy these days, bro.
Man. For those who know me, know me as a positive person.
They don't know.
They know me now.
But
they know me. Y'all know me.
Fake,
y'all know me. Y'all know. But just I'm real positive, man, and I like to spread the positivity. And I know, like, even when I see like crazy, there's always gonna be haters. I'm not trying to get rid of haters because haters motivate a lot of people. Haters motivate me, but just to have a positive outlook on life, man. Everything is not bad. Everybody's intentions are not bad. Make it 2018 for those who may not have goals or who may not have anything to move on with. Just be positive, man. Be positive to the next person. Hold the door open for somebody, or say thank you when you receive something. Just little stuff, man. We just need to do a lot more of that because
especially these days, it's hard to find these days, man. The people that you feel like you close to may have secret hate towards you, and regardless of what, and that's been the case since way back with Jesus, before Jesus, all that. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna change. Who are you to think that life's gonna change because you are here? You feel me? Jesus is one of his 12 homies. set him up. So who are you? Come on, man.
Crazy, man.
You know, I just wanted to take some time to reflect on my year, do it with a homie, anticipate my year coming up, kind of speak some things into existence, and kind of just set myself up from here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot. What you saying? I almost forgot, man. We crossed the 100 subscriber mark, man.
Yo.
I honestly appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? To the 101 people that click subscribe, you get a personal thank you from me, because at the end of the day, it's not on like, I'm not asking you to subscribe like, oh man, show me some love, give me. It's not about that. I'm showing y'all my journey for you to understand like what it takes to become someone like me, an athlete, you know, who's on a professional level. You know, the growth that it takes, you know what I'm saying, while dealing with your family. You feel me?
Not holding on to your information that you may have learned or whatever, because every situation that you go through it may not, in that moment you might think, oh, this is for me, like this is an experience I need to have or whatever, and a lot of times it's not even that.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's for somebody else. 5 years from now that you run into,
right.
You know, I had this experience and this is what I did when I went through it. And a lot of that is like, you know, just sharing knowledge, man. Everybody gotta share the wealth, man. Share knowledge and don't hold on to it.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, to those followers, man, that came through and showed love, man, I greatly appreciate y'all, man. Seriously. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not here for the likes, the views, the follows. I feel like everybody that's gonna see these, you're supposed to see them. You feel me? Everybody who don't, I'm not saying you're not supposed to. You just haven't seen it yet. You feel me? So I appreciate all y'all, man. Just keep showing love, keep spreading positive vibes, man. And this 2018 gonna be, I'm telling you, watch. It's gonna be wild for people who have, you know, the right mindset, bro.
Man, August 5th, baby. We getting there. August 5th, 2018. It's coming.
I ain't even get an
It's
invite.
coming.
I'm thankful, I'm blessed, and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everything that's come my way and it's coming my way, man. So that's another one, man. Hey, like, subscribe, show love, continue sharing, continue spreading the positive vibes, man, because, you know what I'm saying, you never know who you blessing out here, for real. You got anything?
Indeed.
Ah, well.